Hello, I'm Jinendri. I'm going to do my presentation on my VBA mini project. So first I would like to talk about my development project. So for that I have created a web-based system which supports management as well as the reservations to do by customers for Pusthaka Bookshop, which buys and sells second-handed books. So for that, I have created my database using SQL Server Management Studio. So from the database, I have retrieved the data to my Excel using some macros, and I have used few tables in my database like author table, book table, purchase table, reservation table, and sales table. So using these data that I have retrieved from my database, I have created some graphs which are useful for the user. If I talk about the VBA project, when the user first opens the Excel file, the user have to log in. The login form appears. So the user have to give the username and the password. So I will log. So if the user gives a wrong password, it will show a error message like this, and only the user logged in correctly by giving correct username and password, only the user can log into the system and see the dashboards. So this is the dashboard that the user can see just after login. This dashboard consists of two main buttons, book inventory and sales. The book inventory user form consists of main three graphs, which the data about the books, and the second button consists of graphs which are about sales and purchases. So if you go to the book inventory user form, we can see three graphs. There are books by genus, number of books by status, and books per author. The books by genus, here this graph shows the percentages of the books by genus, like how many books are there in the bookshop by each type of the book. And the second graph shows the books by status, how many books are there available or bought on demand, reserved or sold in the bookshop. The user can get an idea about the status of the books by the first glance. And the third graph shows the books per author, how many books are there in the bookshop from each author. And if you go to sales user form, there are three graphs like sales, purchases, and the reservations. The sales graph shows the amount of sales that have been done per day. So we can see the variance, whether the sales has been increased or decreased with the time. So from the second graph, we can see the purchases done per day. So as before, here also we can see the variance. If the purchases has been increased or decreased, we can get a clear idea about that from this graph. And from that graph, we can see the reservations, how many reservations has been done by the customers per day. So from here also the user can get the idea about the variance, like in which days the reservations are higher, or in which day the reservations are lower, like that. Those information can be see from this graph to user. So if we talk about my coding part, I have used some macros to connect my database to the VBA. If I show it, this is how I connected my database to the VBA using some queries also, and I have created some charts in the Excel using the retrieved data and showed them in the user forms. And I have used some 4 user forms in order to create this project. So this is the end of my presentation. Thank you.